Khloé Kardashian believes she won't be as relaxed as her mother, Kris Jenner, when her daughter True begins dating. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloé Kardashian recently shared how she truly feels about the idea of her daughter, True, growing up and eventually dating. She admitted that she doesn't think she will be calm about it, even though she hopes to be. On her podcast called Khloé in Wonderland, she had an honest conversation with a family law attorney named Laura Wasser. During their chat, they talked about parenting, the idea of children dating in the future, and how different people react when their kids start becoming more independent. Khloé said she often tries to think like her mother Kris Jenner, who always seemed calm and confident even when her children started growing up and doing things on their own. Khloé has 2 children, True, who is 6 years old, and Tatum, who is 2. Both children are from her past relationship with Tristan Thompson. She opened up about how her parents seemed really relaxed when she and her siblings were growing up, and how she doesn't know if she can be the same way when it comes to her own children. She admitted that she wants to be more like her mom Kris, but she's just not sure if she'll manage it. Whenever she's unsure about something, she says she often thinks, what would Kris Jenner do? That's her way of reminding herself to try to stay calm and patient, just like her mother did. When Laura Wasser told her that she's likely going to act just like her mom in the future, Khloé smiled and said she hopes that's true. Laura pointed out that it's very common for people to turn out like their own mothers, especially when they respect them and are close to them. She told Khloé that even though she might be more protective than her sisters, she believes Khloé will still end up being a lot like Kris. Khloé then started talking about how amazed she is that her mother was able to give her children freedom as they got older. She said it feels impossible to imagine doing the same when her own daughter starts dating. Right now, True is still very young at just 6 years old, but Khloé is already thinking about what the future might be like. She said she just can't imagine watching her daughter go out with someone and not saying anything if she sees something wrong. She joked that when her daughter is a teenager and starts liking someone, she might not be able to keep quiet if she feels like the person isn't good enough. She laughed while saying that she would want to yell, "Stay far away from that person." Meanwhile, she remembers how her mom used to be calm in situations like that, telling her it was okay and letting her figure things out on her own. Khloé playfully suggested that maybe the reason her mom was so relaxed was because of a little tequila or vodka, showing that she was still trying to understand how Kris managed to stay so composed. Even though the topic was a little funny, Khloé also showed how deeply she cares about being a good mother. She clearly wants to support her children and keep them safe, but she also wants to be wise enough to give them space to grow. It's not easy for her to find that balance, and she's still learning as her kids get older. During another episode of her podcast, Khloé talked about something more serious, childhood trauma. She explained that even though her kids have very good lives, she believes it's still possible that they will have some form of emotional struggle when they grow up. She said that everyone has some kind of trauma, whether it's a big one or something small. Even children who grow up in loving homes can experience hard moments that affect them. Khloé joked that her kids should never complain about childhood trauma because they are being raised in a very loving and comfortable environment. She laughed as she said they have the best lives anyone could imagine. But then she became more serious and added that trauma is something that happens to everyone in some form. She believes it's part of life and that it's impossible to completely protect anyone from it. Khloé's honesty in the podcast has given people a clearer look into how she thinks and feels as a mother. She shows that even celebrities have deep worries when it comes to raising children. Even though she has all the fame, money, and help she could want, she still faces the same emotional challenges that many parents do. She's thinking ahead about how she'll deal with her daughter growing up, and she's trying to prepare herself for that day even though it scares her. At the same time, she's trying to remind herself of how her mom handled similar moments, and she hopes she can follow that example. This conversation also shows how much she looks up to her mom Kris Jenner. Even though Kris raised 6 children, Khloé still seems surprised at how strong and patient her mother was through it all. Khloe talks about Kris with admiration, and it's clear that she hopes to one day have the same strength when it comes to guiding her own kids through the ups and downs of life. Her podcast has become a place where she opens up about topics that many people can relate to, even if they're not famous. Talking about things like childhood trauma, the fear of letting go, and the hope of being a good parent makes her more relatable. Listeners can hear that she's not trying to act like she has all the answers. Instead, she's just trying to figure it out one day at a time, just like everyone else. The way Khloe mixes humor with honesty makes her message even stronger. She isn't afraid to laugh at herself, and that makes her easier to connect with. But at the same time, she takes her role as a mother very seriously. She wants what's best for her children, and she's constantly thinking about how to protect them without smothering them. That's a hard balance to strike, and she's open about how much she struggles with it. Khloe's story reminds people that being a parent means loving someone so much that you want to guard them from all harm, but also learning how to slowly step back and let them make their own choices. It's a lesson her mother learned, and now Khloe is getting ready to learn it too. She's already thinking about the day her daughter walks out the door on a date, and it fills her with all kinds of emotions: love, fear, hope, and maybe a little panic too. She knows that day is still many years away, but her mind goes there because she wants to be ready. She wants to react the right way when the time comes, but she's not sure yet what that will look like. For now, she holds her kids close and continues learning from her mom, while also growing into the kind of parent she hopes to be. Her discussion with Laura Wasser also showed how important it is to talk about these things. Sharing her worries and thoughts with someone who understands helps her feel more confident. Laura's words reminded her that it's okay to feel unsure, and that she's not alone. Many mothers face the same questions and emotions, and they all get through it one step at a time. At the end of the day, Khloe is just trying to be the best mother she can be. She doesn't want to make the same mistakes others have made, and she wants to learn from the people she loves most. That includes her own mom, who somehow managed to raise a big family while keeping her cool. Khloe hopes to do the same, even if she might have a harder time staying quiet when True starts dating. What matters most to her is giving her children the love, support, and freedom they need while always being there to catch them when they fall. Khloe's honest and emotional words help others see that being a good parent isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, being open, and being willing to grow along with your kids. Whether it's handling a first crush or talking about deeper emotional pain, Khloe is showing that she's willing to face every part of parenthood with courage and care. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.